What's the craziest conclusion to a SWAT raid that you've seen? My brother called the police and said I was holding our parents hostage with multiple firearms in my possession, causing SWAT to raid my house all because I didn't lend him $15,000. They kicked in the door at dawn with their rifles up and broke every piece of furniture in the house. I was cuffed on the driveway in my pajamas alongside my dad, who was supposedly one of the hostages. My mother had Alzheimer's and she was in total panic, but they held back me and my dad from helping her. 10 hours later, the officers unclipped the cuffs and left without an apology. The raid never hit the evening news, but my brother Trevor was laughing when he called that night. You should have helped your family if you didn't want this to happen. I hung up and promised myself distance, yet he kept prying, demanding cash for repairs and hinting at lawsuits. The reason I never gave him a single dime is because I knew he was using it to buy substances. He had already blown through the $70,000 that our parents gave him for his education. I told him several times that if he goes to addiction therapy, I'll pay for it. But no, he just wants to keep using. A few months later, Mom passed away in her sleep. Trevor arrived within an hour and began screaming that I overdosed her on purpose. He grabbed my shirt and spat that I would pay. He launched a lawsuit claiming that because I called our mom on purpose, he deserved all of my money and the house I was living in. Given that our mom died of natural causes, his lawsuit was thrown out on day one. But that was the moment something in me clicked from the patient eldest child to the brother who wasn't going to turn the other cheek anymore. I drove straight to the county courthouse, called a lawyer, and filed for access to the 911 tapes, phone records, and the raid report, and organized every shred. When I presented that to the detectives, they couldn't believe how they had missed an obviously fake 911 call, and immediately went to arrest my brother. Things were moving fast, and I'd hoped I would get justice, but then things took a horrific turn. The week after he was arrested, he somehow made bail and went straight to my house, except I wasn't home at the time. Our dad was sitting on the couch, and my brother walked in with a gun before pointing it right at Dad's head. He called me and said, "You're going to take away all the charges and sign over everything you have over to me, or you'll never see Dad alive again." I panicked and begged him to stop. Dad had a severe heart condition ever since Mom passed away, and I wouldn't be able to handle losing him so soon. I screamed into the phone while driving home, "Trevor, he's your dad too. Please don't do this. I'll give you everything you want." Within minutes, the scene outside my house looked even more grim than the day of the SWAT raid. Trevor would sometimes scream from within the house, "He's trying to take everything away from me. It's all his fault. I'm just trying to save myself." All those words while still pointing the gun at my dad's head. But if there's one thing I knew about Trevor, is that he wasn't very bright and loved dramatic gestures. So when a policeman handed the microphone to me, I told him, "Trevor, listen to me. As soon as you walk out, I'll give you the keys to the house and my car. No one here will arrest you as long as you drop your gun." Sure enough, his mood turned into joy, and he eagerly rushed out to claim his prize. He was tackled to the ground and arrested the second he stepped outside and started screaming, "You lied to me. You set me up. It's all your fault." I just ran inside and hugged my dad and apologized to him for letting things get this far. Later on, he tried calling me from jail and told me that if I forgave him and testified in his favor, he could go free. "We are family, so you should fix this, right? I promise I'll owe you one." I burst into laughter and made sure I laughed as hard as I could into the phone so he could hear every single decibel. I told him, "No, we stopped being family when you tried using our parents for your own benefit. That too multiple times. Now you're finally getting what you deserve, so don't call me again because I'll never forgive you."